everybody, thanks for joining me for another workout. It's time to get up off your chair and burn some calories and help you lose some weight. I'm doing this video for a friend of mine who just had shoulder surgery, and when she heals enough, hopefully she'll do these exercises with me to recover and to get her shoulders strong again. And for the rest of us, it's just a great way to keep our shoulders strong, and we're also going to throw in some core strengthening moves. Plus, I'm going to tell you about what happened to us at a major hotel while Jeff the chef was at a conference. So let's get started. We got the timers going, arm circles are happening, and you're marching in place. So we went to a hotel for a conference that Jeff had to attend. I worked out all morning and I decided I needed a nap. So I was napping, now other direction with these arm circles, and I'm just waking up and I hear somebody walk into the room, and I said, "Jeff?" Well, the man said, "Yeah, this is Jeff, but I'm so sorry, I think I have the wrong room." In the meantime, I hear a woman's voice in the hallway saying, "Who is that and why does she know your name?" What happened was the hotel gave another Jeff Johnson our room. They thought it was his room. We had already been in there for 2 days. It was amazing. So this poor man almost walked in on me. I was in bed. Luckily, I had clothes on, but I was taking a nap. And his poor wife was in the hallway wondering who the heck is in the room that they just rented. So anyway, needless to say, it was a complete mess up by the hotel, but it's not the first time with a common name like Johnson that stuff like that has happened. So we always have to make sure they have the middle name, the last name, everything, so they don't screw things up like that. Anyway, all right, knee strikes now. So one side, pull that knee up and crunch it in half. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I just feel bad for the poor Jeff Johnson that walked into our room. Can you imagine? But the scary part is, what if we had valuables sitting out and they by mistake gave the key to some dishonest guy, or girl? They might have stolen our stuff, who knows? Or, I could have got attacked, who knows? It was just scary to think somebody could just walk into our room. Believe me, I called down to the front desk as soon as this poor man walked in. Of course, he didn't get into the room very far. He was terrified. He couldn't believe somebody was in his room. And I'm sure his wife was relieved to know it was all just a big mistake. Life is funny. All right, keep these knee strikes going. Come on. This is good for abs. Now we do flies. So elbows are about up to your shoulder here. Try to touch your elbows together. Can you do it? Touch here and all the way open. So this is a nice shoulder stretch plus a good chest stretch. And it's really good for posture, because I know right now you're standing up tall doing these, right? Keep it going. Couple more. And next we go to lower body. So shoulders are going to help you do this. Hands on a chair. It can be down like this or up higher on the chair. Donkey kicks. So I'm kicking my leg back and I'm supporting myself with my arms and a little bit of shoulder work here for strength. One leg is kicking. I'm moving from the hip, pulling the knee in and under and kicking that leg way back there. Now switch to the other leg. Good, pull that knee right under and kick it back. Hey, this is good for your buns too. I'm feeling it. Go. Yeehaw. All right, we only got 15 more seconds on this leg. Keep that moving. Come on, are you breathing harder yet? I'm definitely starting to sweat. This is good. We're moving large muscle groups right now. Keep it kicking. All right, then we stand up tall once again. Arms are out like your ballerina, and then arms come down. Let's put one arm out of the way because we got to lift that leg up, and the opposite arm. So these are side lifts, balancing. See if you can hover that leg that's out there. Hover it, balance, tap down if you need to, but guess what? You're working abs. Chin stays up. Now switch it to the other side. Other side is lifting. Now you're keeping that rib cage up, balancing the heck out of it. Chin stays up. And you look like kind of like a ballerina, right? You can feel like a ballerina if you do these moves and get your core strong enough so you can stand up tall like this. Then when you walk into a room, they'll think you own the place. All right, come on, keep it going. Great for core. Now, overhead presses. So lift and pull them down. March it in place. Woo. Now, if you want to, you can put little weights in your hands, maybe 3-pounders, maybe 5s, maybe heavier if you think you're ready for something like that. You know, we all just do what we can. And you never want to push it because you can get injured lifting the heavy weights unless you work your way up to it. We gotta strengthen our way up to the higher weights. All right, back to the arm circles. Let's do medium-sized circles. March it in place. So medium circles. So I know you're up off your chair because maybe you've been watching a few videos and before you know it, a whole hour goes by and you've been sitting on your butt and you're wondering, why is my butt getting so big? It's because you're sitting on your chair all the time. It's so much better to get up at least every 20 minutes. Now, let's do those circles, medium circles the other way. Good, and you're breathing. This is so good for you. You're burning calories, and this is, relatively easy stuff. We're not doing high impact. We're not doing the jumping jacks today, and I'm not gonna make you do 200 push-ups, especially if you just had shoulder surgery. All right, keep these going. You're doing great. You look good. I like the way you're standing up tall. The chin is lifted. All right, back to the knee strikes. So lower body's getting involved here. Fold yourself in half, crunching and balancing. Woo! Breathe. Oh, it feels so good to breathe. And it also feels good to have a glass of cold water nearby because you might need to have a sip of water halfway through this workout. Just go ahead and do that. Other side. Woo! And calorie free. Water is calorie free, so you can drink as much as you want. Fills up the belly. Good to have with dinner. I love it. It fills your belly up so you don't eat as much. All right, keep these crunches going. Woo! So yeah, that common name thing, it doesn't come in too handy when you're trying to travel like my husband does. Good. Now, flies. Because with a name like that, a lot of criminals use a Jeff Johnson name or a, Bob Smith or something. So a lot of times, my husband will get pulled over at the airport and they have to interview him or pat him down because his name is on a list of bad guys. So it's not always the best thing in the world. All right, keep these flies going. Breathe. Good. We got the donkey kicks next top. So put your hands down, pick a leg, and kick it on back. Let your entire leg move from your hip. And you're holding yourself up with both hands. Open up your fingers to distribute the weight. And you're breathing. Woo, we are definitely burning some calories. And other leg. And if you have a bad shoulder or two and you need surgery, if that's what your doctor says, you can do these exercises ahead of time. I call it prehab. That way you get nice and strong before your shoulder surgery. Before any surgeries, you're going strong. So these exercises will help that. Now while we're doing these, we're trying to pack our shoulders down our back so they're not up by your ears, right? Right. All right, we got side lifts again. Let's take right arm, left leg. Lift those two limbs up and balance the heck out of it. Woo, keep it going. Doing great. So you know you should be exercising about a half hour every single day, right? Oh yeah, Sherry, I know that. Okay, just checking. Let's take this to the other arm and leg now with a cha-cha-cha in between. All right, so get ready, other leg and other arm. Lift and lower. Good. So a half hour a day, you know, walking, you can walk 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, but please make time for it. You have to do it. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity, just like, you know, eating and sleeping. Our bodies need it. And it not just helps us look and feel good. Think about your future. As we age, as long as we keep ourselves moving, there is no reason an 85 or a 90-year-old cannot be doing the exercises that we're doing right now. You figure if you keep yourself moving while you're young meaning 50 or 60, you will be able to move all your life. We can avoid the wheelchairs, and I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s now, and now arm circles again. Big ones, let's do big arm circles. And my friends are saying, oh yeah, we're gonna buy a house, but the next house is going to be a rancher style, all one floor. So when we get old, we don't have stairs to climb. I'm like, but you need stairs to climb, even when you're 90. A friend of mine, she just turned 99. She still takes on the stairs of her big house with the huge staircase. She still does it. And guess what? She can still do it because she's been doing it. Other direction with these big arm circles. So don't let age slow you down. It's all about exercise and the time you put into it at this point in your life. So get it while you can, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try and keep you moving. I am your personal trainer, and I gotta make sure that everybody who watches my channel stays in shape, especially as we age. All right, keep these going now. Can we get through another round? Let's do the knee strikes. This time, let's pull it in even higher. Maybe the knee almost touches your nose. Pull it way up and put it way back there. You can go a little slower if you like, that's all right. Woo, almost fell over. I'm good, I'm good. Good balancing. So yeah, I've been exercising, thank goodness. Let's go the other side. I got my first aerobic instructor certification back when I was 18 years old. And it was great, I loved it. I taught aerobic classes at different gyms. And I had every walk of life. I had men, women. I had, in the same class, I had football players from a college nearby. And I had grandmoms, all in the same room. And maybe the grandmoms did things differently than the football player guys, but they all worked out. Where are we? We just did the knee strikes, flies, back to the shoulder, stretch, and touch the elbows if you can. This is so good for chest muscles and your back muscles too. But as you can see, we're doing some really good shoulder mobility here. It feels so great. So you're trying to keep the elbow about as high as your shoulder. Good job. Back to the donkey kicks. Hold on to the chair. Let's kick one side and then the other. So we'll change it up a little bit. Alternate those donkey kicks. Shoulders are pushing down your back. You're doing so good. We only have about a minute and a half to go, so just keep moving. This is all mindless stuff. Just keep doing what I'm doing and just listen to me talk because I'm here to entertain. Now, instead of side lifts, let's go front back. So now pick an arm and leg opposite and just balance. And now I'm lifting one leg back and one arm front. Woo! Think about pointing that knee down there towards the floor. And just lift, keep the chin lifted. You can find an object in front of you to stare at. That always helps to stare at something. Other leg, other arm. Come on, lift. 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 Good, hang in there. Come on. Oh, remember, if you found this video helpful to you, and if you burned a few calories with me, give me a thumbs up, because that's always nice. Then I realize people are actually enjoying these videos that I make. Good lift in here. And it's so exciting because my numbers are going up as for my followers. All right, overhead presses. I think I have over 230 subscribers now. It's so exciting. All right, we'll just keep this going just another minute or two. Hang in there. Let's finish up with these overhead presses. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to share these videos. I'm out to get the whole world exercising.